aitah for not buying my son a car like I did for the rest of his siblings. I, 49M, have 4 kids, twin boys, both 27, one girl, 25F, and another son, 21M. This post is about my youngest son, Jack. Since they were children, I promised my kids 2 things. 1. I'll fully pay for all of their college expenses, housing, tuition, food, etc. And 2. Once they graduate college, I will buy them a car. I kept that promise for all my kids, except with Jack, and now I want to know if I am an asshole for that. I paid for Jack's college expenses, but I am refusing to buy him a car. Below is some of the reasons why. 1. I co-signed my name on the lease for Jack's room that he rents with a friend, and I send Jack his portion of the rent every month. The friend started taking advantage of my name being on the lease and stopped paying for rent too, knowing I will cover the amount because I don't want missed payments on my credit score. I asked Jack multiple times to ask his roommate to pay his portion, but the boy did not care to even respond to me, and I ended up paying for 6 months of his friend's rent too until I finally solved the problem by getting my name out of the lease. 2. Jack have a very rude and entitled attitude. He speaks to us like we are his low-performing employees. The only time he contacts us is when he wants money and goes no contact otherwise, and we don't know what we ever did to him to treat us that way. 3. Last year when my wife had to be hospitalized, all of my kids flew back home to be there for their mother. Jack didn't want to, but one of his siblings bought him a ticket and talked him into flying out. Instead of being glad to be beside his very sick mother at the hospital, he spent the entire visit making everyone run errands for him. His sister has to cook a very specific type of meal for him. We had to drive him to the gym at a very specific time he demands, etc. And acted like it was one huge inconvenience for him to have to fly out. I even talked to my other kids about whether we were bad parents that caused Jack to act this way, but all my other kids don't know why he ended up so entitled and spoiled. The rest of my kids are extremely different from Jack. We all get along with each other and care about one another. For the rest of my kids, I spent maybe $100,000 on each kid's total college expenses. With Jack's careless spending habits and unwillingness to save us any money, Jack's college years ended up costing me $180,000. So I refused to buy the promised car. Jack's upset and has gone to his grandparents complaining about me. My mill already hates me and now is calling me an asshole, saying I am playing favorites because I bought everyone a car and not Jack.